What's going on, everybody? All right, earlier today, Matt from Never Enough Ammo put a video out and said, what got you into prepping? Well, I can remember as a kid, and he mentioned this to his grandmother, I can remember as a kid growing up, my grandmother always canning foods. And of course, I lived down in a little community called Lewisburg, Tennessee. More of a farming community than anything, down in Marshall County, where it was at. But Granddad always had big gardens, and at one time he had several acres of tobacco and that kind of thing. Cows, he always raised a couple of cows. He always killed a beef a year, or a season, as he say. And they always had that, and would share that with us, my parents. And I can remember my mom, early years, canning beans and stuff of that nature. So then later in life, I got into Boy Scouts and made Eagle Scout. Now, Boy Scout motto: be prepared. One of the merit badges you can earn in Boy Scouts is called emergency preparedness. See the links to the prepper part? And matter of fact, one of the things you had to do was build a 72-hour kit for your family. Of course, it's a family of 3. So you had to have so much water, so much food, radio, lights, that kind of stuff. Now, granted, back when I grew up, we had several, there were several things going on at the time. Cold War was still going on, so that was in the back of everybody's head a little bit. Our main thing was, to me, we always prepped for was weather, and still do today. I do today. Tennessee has its share of tornadoes, and with tornadoes comes power outages, houses removed from their, addresses, that kind of thing. So as I got older, my son was in Scouts, or Chase was in Scouts. It kind of dawned on me a little more about prepping and being prepared, and that being the Scout motto is be prepared. So I took that and started doing my little bit of prepping. Now I don't have a special room or anything. I do have a closet. Of course, all my guns and ammo are kept in a good spot, and ammo's kept in the ammo cans, and guns are locked and secured, but they're where I can get them. And then my main thing too has always been camping. So I have emergency shelters in the forms of tents. Now, I don't have just one tent. I have multiple tents, multiple size tents. From one person down up to, I could sleep 8 in a tent. And that's probably using mattresses and cots. It's a big tent. It's a huge tent. One of these days I gotta get on film. So, anyway, I guess you could say growing up, I was taught to be prepared because you never know what's going to happen. We had the fuel shortage, the fuel crisis in the 70s. There was long lines for fuel. People were running out of gas on the streets, and it was crazy. And of course, then we've had that again in my lifetime. Here not too long ago, within the last 10 years or so, we had another fuel shortage. So, disaster can come in many ways, and your level of preparedness for that can be in many ways too. So, Matt, Never Enough Ammo, that is why I prepare. Because that's the way I was brought up. And Boy Scouts. Boy Scouts teaches you it teaches all kinds of preparedness stuff. First aid, swimming, teaching boys how to swim. Shooting, rifle range. Chase went, did the NRA thing with Boy Scouts and had master class or something like that with 22 rifle, and it's not easy. I mean, you have to hit so many. It's not easy. I'll go into that in a different video at some point. But so there's where my preparedness comes from. There's a channel on another social media site. The person on that channel has found the Scout Handbook and said there was a lot of stuff in there that they never realized. And the way it's taught, anybody can pick it up and learn it. And I include her in. There's also another book called the Boy Scout Field Book that goes more in depth. It's gives you more things to go with and do. So anyway, so yeah, scouting, and my grandparents and my mother growing up, they prepped. So I prepped for other things too. So anyway, there you go, Matt. Probably turned this into a much longer video than it needed to be, but I'm gonna post this up here in a few minutes and I'll link it to you, and be prepared, guys.